I want to talk today about my pleasure seeking self. Some of us, like myself, can be addicted to pleasure and living to just have fun. And that's what makes it harder for us to experience real lows in life because we spend all of our time searching for and thinking of things that give us pleasure and to have fun, and no time to necessarily develop ourselves. So it's hard for us to actually get through life sometimes. I've learned to confront your cravings head on. For example, me, one thing I struggled with was bread. Being on my phone too long, watching porn a couple years ago for a long period of time, just running away from myself. And I didn't realize how much it was desensitizing me from the things I truly desire, meeting someone that was valuable to me, that I found valuable, that added value to my life. And so as time went on, I decided that, okay, well, Cassius, only avoiding change is making your life harder. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay, fine. And so I really had to come to my senses and say, all right, enough is enough. Let's just take inventory of your life and let's see where we are. And, write down everything that you need to work on, that that is not adding value to your life, the habits that you make every morning. Those are the type of things that really, are going to create your level of success you're looking for. And then I also realized that this is how you build your self-confidence. This is how you build your level of self-discipline, doing hard things. And these hard things start with your daily tasks, your habits every day. And so as we learn to develop ourselves, these are the things that will help us become that successful person we've been looking for. There's no job that says you're guaranteed to be the CEO in the next 5 years if you work hard. Income does not exceed self-development. So if you don't develop yourself, don't expect your income to go up, period. And, I started my day with something that was much more powerful. A couple years ago, I started stretching in the morning time and doing ab exercises because your abs are your body's heart. So if you don't have, a good gut, then you're hurting your body, period. Like, that's the first thing you're going to see, a gut. You're not going to have big legs, big arms. You're going to have a big gut because that's where your body's heart is. And so as I went on, I started meditating more. Meditating can be anything. You can lay on your back. You can sit up straight, close your eyes, start with just 3 minutes, listen to a mantra. I started listening to meditation, affirmations for meditations. And so they would have you recite some type of affirmations, and as you just lay there, you just listen, just calm your mind down. It's basically just to calm your mind down so your mind and body can be more in sync. I also started dipping my face in ice cold water. That's a nice way to reset your body, and also to help with if you're feeling anxious. First thing, it calms your mind down as well too. These are type of things that we can do on a daily basis that are habitual and that can add value to our lives, because when we feel good, we do good. As the tension decreased in my mind, I discovered, a greater passion for, myself, and I started writing, just in a journal. I've been on this journey for 10 years now to be a voiceover artist. And so I think back to 2013 when I had got my first gig. It was like a little solar energy and a plumbing company. I did a voiceover for them, and I couldn't read. I couldn't read to save my life. And I didn't really realize, you can have a good voice, but you got to have the reading skills, the reading comprehension skills to back it up with it. And then I realized, okay, here I am a couple years ago during the pandemic. I'm going to start listening to books. I should start listening to self-help books, books that I felt that I needed to hear that encouraged me to do better in life. And so as I went on, those books, audiobooks turned into, actually reading books to myself and then reading them out loud. And then eventually I was like, okay, I'm better now. I can do this. And then I had to take it to a new level where I started to listen to or record myself. And recording myself reading a book was a lot challenging, but it was good to learn. It was a good stepping stool that I needed to feel accomplished to know that I can do this. And so here I am today, can write a book and actually record a book on my own. And it feels great. Like, it feels good. And so, like, I see now what my true gifts are, what I'm actually talented at, how I can make my impact on the world. I can make the world a better place. Going back to a couple years ago as well, I always had a nice car. And for me, having a nice car meant you were successful. And then when I moved to Texas, I realized that, I don't need to have a nice car to feel important. I get more love from people now that it really doesn't even matter what car I drive, as long as I'm just a good person and I have good intentions on everyone I encounter. I just treat them good. I see the good in them, I make them feel valued because I can empathize with how people might feel, people might feel, hurt, scared, timid, shy. And I know what those feelings are like. And so for me, I can overlook that. I can overlook, what other people might be thinking versus what I think they might be thinking. Okay, so my point is, we have to learn how to develop a new mindset. We control what we watch every day, what we read, what we eat, what we do on a daily basis. This is how we develop ourselves to grow. This is how we grow. This is how we mature. This is how we become successful in life. Success is not just, lots of money in the bank. Success is being healthy. Your relationships, you're thriving all your relationships. Your pastime, you have good pastime where you are doing something you love and you're making money off of it, and so this is what real success is, our daily habits. It only takes 2 minutes to stretch in the morning, 2 to 3 minutes to stretch in the morning, to start stretching, 30 seconds, wake up with your hands in the air, yawning, breathing, moving your neck from side to side, touching your toes, getting your blood flowing in the morning. You shouldn't be waking up sluggish and feeling like you should be sleeping another 10 hours. You should be waking up feeling refreshed, good, happy, grateful. And also, it doesn't take but 2 minutes to read a day. Every morning, I'm trying not to do this, but I will go get my phone because I charge my phone on the other side of my room. And I will go on Instagram, but I will go on the Instagram that has like the positive quotes and stuff. And so I'll read something, inspiring. And, before I do that, when I open my eyes in the morning, I always say thank you. Thank you for another day. Like, I'm just grateful. I'm grateful to be alive. I can see a new day and new possibilities because I let yesterday go. I'm not holding on to anything I might have did yesterday. I'm letting it go because that does no longer serve me. I can't hold on to the past and I can't look forward in the future. I can live in the present. So I don't allow those things to, dictate how my day goes. So with that being said, are we really making time enough to take care of ourselves? Not on just the outside, but the inside, our brains, our mind, our gut. Are we putting forth our best effort every day? Are we making habits to take care of those things? Because we realize that if we don't take care of ourselves, we can't perform how we want to. We'll feel agitated, irritated, tension in our minds. And those are things we weren't created for. Those are things that we have learned to just deal with, but that's not necessarily part of life. I got some essentials for growth, and I'm going to list them down here. It's proper rest, more learning, consistent honesty with yourself and others, building new habits daily, letting go of old stories, saying no to old patterns, believing that you can change, saying yes to supportive people, examining your emotional history, finding a practice that to help you pass pain, that will help you pass pain. So finding a practice that will help you pass pain. That's basically, that's a good one. Trauma, trying to get past trauma, learning to let things go. Making time to build self-awareness. And I'm going to close up here, but, so often we spend our times, just living for tomorrow, eagerly seeking results. They can only come with slow buildup of consistent effort, especially in regards to our personal transformation and personal growth. We forget that building new habits of being does not come quickly. So every day you get 1% better. Every day you get 1% better. Every day you put 1% effort into whatever you do. It's better than no percent, You're growing, you're evolving, you're changing. You're constantly developing new skills so you can be your best self. You're going to live a long, fulfilling life. Thank you for listening. I wish you all the success, lots of money, and peace of mind. Oh, I did good. Dang, okay.